ये जो पढ़ेंगे मतलब इसका क्या?
मैं लास्ट रिसाइट कर देता हूँ. So let us, since we have missed out sometimes. We have been studying this Patthana for a long time. Patthana means the conditional relations, the relationships between various mental factors which arise in mind, which arise in nature. What are the various possible relations between them? So 24 such conditionalities have been identified. What are they? I'll just recite them respectfully. Hetu Pachayo, Aramana Pachayo, Adhipati Pachayo, Anantara Pachayo, Samanantara Pachayo, Sahajata Pachayo, Pachayata Pachayo, Asevana Pachayo, Kamma Pachayo, Upaka Pachayo, Ahara Pachayo, Indriya Pachayo, Jhana Pachayo. So you have done up to, let me see, I think I missed out on some.
13 कर लिया.
I'll read out from here, but we have done up to Jhana Pachayo. Let me recite again. Let me recite the 24, then otherwise, then I will not forget. Hetu Pachayo, Aramana Pachayo, Adhipati Pachayo, Anantara Pachayo, Samanantara Pachayo, Animanya Pachayo, Nissaya Pachayo, Upanissaya Pachayo, Purejata Pachayo, Pachayata Pachayo, Asevana Pachayo, Kamma Pachayo, Paka Pachayo, Ahara Pachayo, Indriya Pachayo. Up to that we have done. So we have these are the various ways by which the conditionalities operate. So these were, I think, put down in the very first. Let me come down to that also. We have put down all the 24 here. I think it will be good if you all recite it together.
Page number, sir?
26. तो उसको recite कर लेते हैं. Maybe I'm missing out some of them today.
26 or 36?
Page, slide number 26 has the list of all of them, various pachayas. खुल गया 26? आप खोल दो 26. 26. So let us together recite them. And as Arpan would recall, these are the prachayas which are revealed to the Lord in Ratnagara, where we had the privilege of meditating some 2 days back. And while I was feeling that we didn't bring the whole thing with us and we should have recited it, whole of this, after 1 hour we were about to get up, and then came a big group of Thai monks, and they recited the whole Patthana there. So we sat and were really grateful for that. So this is the kind of preface. These are the 24 list of them. Then there is the explanation. Hetu Pachayo, Arambha. Read out the details of each of them. So wholesome path has in this 82, if you see, I have mentioned. 84 noble path are all these wholesome Chaitasikas which we know. They are all Magga Chittas. They are concomitant Chaitasikas, and Sahajat Rupas are Pachay Upanna Dhammas. So what unwholesome path, he says there are these four main additional factors: Michcha Ditti, Michcha Sankappa, Michcha Vyayama, Michcha Samadhi. And of course you may say, what happened to other? He says there is nothing like Michcha Sati. So Sati cannot be Michcha, so Sati is not present in the. Instead of this, there is wrong attention. And he says wrong speech, wrong action, and wrong livelihood are not specific Chetsikas. They only are the results of Akushala Chetsa. So they should not, there is no need to include them. So he adds the factors, mental factors into the list. Because he says the Sati can only accompany Shobhana Chitta, beautiful Chitta. It cannot be unwholesome. So wrong mindfulness actually means lack of mindfulness, which is presence of lobha and things of that kind. And we have the Sampayutta Chitta. Sampayutta means associated. So you will see now again the same kind of similarity with things which you have already studied. Chattaro khanda aripino anyamanyang sampayutta pachayena pachayo. So Chattaro khanda means four khandas, four arupino, non-material khandas, which means Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara and Vijnana. They relate to each other by reciprocity association. The association actually means togetherness, which occurs in such a way that they arise together, pass away together, and take same sense object and depend on the same sense base. So this is the definition of association. So here the conditioning dhamma is one of the four nam khandas, that is one of these four arupino khandas, and conditioned dhammas are the three others. If you remember, this is quite similar to reciprocity condition, which in fact is coming. Anyam is also coming there. And what is then the difference between this and Sahajata, because they seem to be all arising together also. I've tried to put it in the next slide. That the difference between this Sampayutta Pachayo and Sahajata Pachayo is a very delicate one. That in the association conditions, the namas, chitta and chetsika arise and pass away together. In the Sahajata condition, that is connaissance, they arise together and there is no mention of whether they pass away together or not. So that is the differentiation which is done. So when the differentiation arises basically because of rupas, rupas have a much higher time period. They arise last for 17 mind moments, and therefore they cannot pass away along with the chitta which arises simultaneously with them. And that makes the difference between Sampayutta and the Sahajata Pachayo condition. So when we try to assemble them together, these small comments will be helpful to us. So I have just put those comments here. So presently they may not seem very important, but when we'll see the day-to-day application, we'll see that all of these factors will start coming together. Then the reverse of Sampayutta is the Vipayutta Pachayo, means dissociation. That was association, this is dissociation. Rupino dhamma arupinam dhammanam Vipayutta Pachayena Pachayo. Arupino dhamma rupinam dhammanam Vipayutta Pachayena Pachayo. So these are the things. What is it? Rupino dhamma means material states. They serve as condition for immaterial states by force of dissociation condition. And similarly, the immaterial states also serve as a condition for material states by the force of dissociation condition. Now this dissociation condition by itself can have further subdivisions, which I have put down: Sahajata, Purejata, Vattu Purejata and Pacha Purejata. So it may become a bit complicated. One has to see the through applications, which will become clear when we see the other slides. So Vipayutta Pachayo, first element of it I have taken here. Rupino dhamma arupinam dhammanam Vipayutta Pachayena Pachayo. So what does it mean? At the example which is given is that at the relinking movement, that is at the patisandhi, when a person dies and the next chitta arises, because that's a very unique kind of situation. So it is at that condition that we have these occurring together. He says that we are At that moment, we were just a minute compound of mental and physical phenomena called the Kalala fetus. It is just a fetus, and that is made up of relinking consciousness and its mental states and the heart, body sensitivity and gender. So that is the kind of thing which exists when the conception becomes alive. Now at this moment our mental factors have to all depend upon the physical phenomena, that is the heart base. The two arise together but are dissociated from one another as they are totally different phenomena. So the body and the mind arise together because there is no independence at that moment, but they are of two different kinds. So dissociation means they are of two different kinds. So that is the example given of this Pachaya, Rupino Dhamma, Arupinam Dhammanam Vipayuta. Rupino Dhamma here means the heart base, the Hridayavatthu as we call it. So that becomes the base on which the mental factors reside, because they have to depend on that. So here the heart-based physical phenomena serves as a condition for our relinking consciousness and its mental states by the power of own essence dissociation, because it is arising together, so it is Sahajata but Vipayuta. It is arising together and yet dissociated because it is of a different kind.
So body and mind arising together.
When a person is dying, then we know that there will be Chuti Chitta and Patisandhi Chitta. Now Patisandhi Chitta cannot exist by itself. There has to be a base. And that's how that base has to exist, is created by the conception in mother's womb. So that matter is not formed as a human being still, but it is in its fetus form. So in that fetus also there is that consciousness enters, and there is a Hridayavatthu through which the mental factors rise.
So तो फिर जो abortions होते हैं या
In a sense, we are killing the person. In a sense, we are killing. But that's why it is said up to certain time, form is not, the hands, feet are not formed, but the consciousness is there. So, therefore, up to certain time, it is on medical grounds, it is allowed. But otherwise, there is a death happening. Then this was of the Sahajat kind. Now this is of the Purejat and Vattu Purejat. So that will understand by example. Sahajat meaning arising together, because they have to arise together. There is no option. Now what is here? Same thing. Rupino Dhamma, Arupino Dhammanam Vipayuta. How does it happen? Now we can consider the 6 sense bases. Our eyes and ears, nose and all that. They are actually Rupino Dhamma, isn't it? Now they act as a base, and for all the consciousnesses which arise, our seeing, hearing, touching, they all was the base for them to arise. So then this is the condition that they have to be present for them to arise. So this becomes a pre-nascence, so Purejat. इनको पहले पैदा होना पड़ेगा, आंखें पैदा होंगी आंखों की तो तभी देखना होगा. So in that sense it is Purejat. And since the eye is a object, so it is also Vattu Purejat. It's an object which forms the object for the external world. Similarly, it is given the example of when we feel pain, we can be reminded that the body base is Rupa, which is dissociated from painful feeling, which is Nama. The body base conditions the painful feeling by way of pre-nascent dissociation condition. So whenever we have pain in our body, physical pain due to meditation or due to other time, if we see it in that sense properly, the body is the already existing and the feeling is arising based on that body. Isn't it? So it is a pre-nascence condition. It is a Purejat condition. His body has to be exist and then only feeling arises. But they are of two different kinds. Body is of one kind and feeling is of another kind. So it is dissociated from. So in that sense it is said to be dissociated. So then let us take the other part of there were 2 sentences, so let's see the other sentence. Arupino Dhamma Rupinam Dhammanam Vipayutta Pachena. This was previously we take Rupino Dhamma, now we are taking Arupino Dhamma, that is the Chitta and Chetsikas. Rupinam Dhammanam, they become a condition for the arising of Rupas, arising of the materiality you can say, by vipayut pachena pache. And there again, here mostly it is sahajata is the additional factor. So for example, the various mental states which arise, they are a condition for mind generated matter. We already studied it earlier, that whenever a mind state arises, it conditions the physical body. When we get angry, body becomes in some way red and flushed and this and that. When we are calm, body becomes of a different kind. The forehead changes, the halo of the body changes. So that is the Rupino Dhamma created by Arupino Dhamma. So mental state is creating those, and they will always rise together. So this will be a case of Sahajata Vipayutta Pachaya. So it becomes, you can see, Sahajata is also occurring, Vipayutta is also occurring, and the conditions are kind of joining together. Then another example is of Pachajata I have taken. Arupino Dhamma, Arupinam Dhammanam, Vipayutta Pachena Pacho, same thing. Now here the example which is given is the 4 subsequent mental aggregates are a condition for material phenomena by the power of post-nascent dissociation condition. Here 4 subsequent mental aggregates including 85 consciousnesses and 52 mental states that arise in 1 to 16 mind movements later than mind generated by them, matter generated by them. This I think we had discussed it earlier also when we talked about Arupino Dhamma. That the rupas have a 17 mind movements lifetime. So a rupa which may be generated at time 0, for example, at time 1 will last for 17 mind movements. So a mental state arises say after 1 mind movement or after 2 mind movements, after 3 mind movements, that will also have its effect on rupa, and the rupa which was generated much earlier. So a mental state which arises later is affecting the rupa which is arose much earlier. Sounds very illogical if you look at it purely from logic. But if you see the way mind states function and the physical matter functions, you can see that there can be a Pachajata Pache also. It can be the influence the past, so to say, isn't it? Something is influencing the past. A mental state arising today at this moment is influencing the material state which arose 10 mind moments earlier. Because the material state has a longer duration of existence. So till 16 mental moments, whatever arises can influence that mind better, can influence that matter. So that is what is meant by Pachajata Vipayutta. But again they remain of different kinds. One is matter, another is mind. So this is what is meant by the Pachajata Pache. Okay. Yeah, we'll stop here because then we come to the other Athi and Athi.
Sir, इसका कोई example दे सकते हैं?
These are the ones which operate in our day-to-day life. But they have operated at such a rapid pace that we are not able to see them. So इसलिए उसको theoretically समझें तो समझ में आराम से आ सकता है कि जो माइंड, जो हमारे शरीर का मेंटल परिस्थिति है, रूप है, प्रतिक्षण जाग रहे हैं, हर एक मेंटल स्टेट के साथ जाग रहे हैं. तो जो रूप इस मेंटल स्टेट के साथ जागा, वो आगे आने वाली मेंटल स्टेट भी उसको इन्फ्लुएंस करेगी. बस इतनी बात वो हम समझ सकते हैं, क्योंकि जो रूप का ड्यूरेशन है वो 17 माइंड मूवमेंट्स का है. रूप इज नॉट अराइजिंग एंड पासिंग अवे एट द सेम frequency at which the mind states pass away. The mind states pass away at a much rapid rate as compared to the body.
सर तो कई बार ऐसा होता है कि आज कोई इवेंट हुआ और हम से 2 साल 4 साल बाद वो इमोशन पूरा निकलता है, तो उसका भी
वो जो है वो तो हुआ मेंटल स्टेट का ना. दैट विल बी उपनिश्चय पच्चय, दैट इज द स्ट्रॉन्ग डिपेंडेंस कंडीशन. पुरानी कोई बात थी और वो अब जाके याद आ गई, तो वो उसका फल अब जाके प्रकट हुआ। बहुत पुराना हमने कोई कर्म किया था, उसका फल अब जाके प्रकट हुआ। सडनली कोई बात ऐसी मन में खड़ी हो गई जिसका आसपास पे कोई अता पता नहीं। ध्यान करते करते ऐसा ही होता है अधिकतर। ध्यान कर रहे हैं तो पहले तो इमीडिएट पास्ट की चीज़ें आएंगी, फिर जब वो उनका असर कम हो गया तो फिर पता नहीं कहाँ की कौन सी बात याद आ जाएगी, कब उसका इम्पैक्ट हो जाएगा। तो जो बात हमें उस समय याद आई वो विपाक चित्त है ना, दैट इज द विपाक चित्त ऑफ द पास्ट डूइंग। सो दैट इज द फोर्स ऑफ उपनिषय कंडीशन। ये यहाँ पे रूप और चित्त की बात हो रही है। The effect of matter on mind and mind on matter, that is being discussed in the dissociated. Dissociated का मतलब है they are two different kinds but influencing each other.
So there is a question from Deepthi. Does it mean that after death the consciousness must take a body form as heart base and cannot stay on its own without rupa?
Yeah. Consciousness cannot, the conditioned consciousness can never stay without a rupa.
But that rupa could be subtle also.
Yeah, could be in the Devaloka, or only when one is in the deep dhyanas, the arupino dhyanas, then it can be only the mind state can, chitta can state in that arupino dhana, and when crosses over to arupino dhana. In our normal domains of the sense domain, kama, vajara, loka, in the sensory domains, and even in the deva realms, even in the rupa brahma realms, this will have to be there. So for us, in the human realm, obviously it has to be only in the arupa lok, where the person has practiced formless meditations to such an extent that he gets totally absorbed in formlessness, then he can be born in that. That's the theoretical understanding. Any other question or comment which you wish to discuss on this?
Roop is not necessarily only gross.
Yeah, of course.
जो 6
Subtle-
realms हैं कहीं भी हो सकता है.
Subtle beings are also there. Devas have a subtle body. We listen to it in so many discourses of Buddha, that Devas had come and illuminated the whole Jeta Roop. बार बार आता ना, अभिकंत वन्ना, अभिकंत जेतवन में बार बार ये आता रहता है कि ये देवता लोग आए और सारे जेतवन को ल्यूमिन कर दिया. And then they asked this question and Buddha replied and they said, got satisfied and went back. So Jetwan has been visited by all the devas.
उन देवास में से भी अब कुछ एनलाइटन हो रहा है.
हाँ, 2,500 वर्ष हो गए. Any other question?
No question.
Good. So we'll stop here and then discuss those points